second and third. Maybe that's where it'd be 7-40. Just what do you think this goes south on both ends? Obviously, I think they were shot like 75% in the second quarter, something in that range.
A lot of the first quarter was encouraging. Compete level, edge, all that kind of stuff was good. And then, we allowed transgressions on offense to affect us defensively, and it snowballed a bit. I had to take a bunch of timeouts, and it was just it was a difficult night after the first quarter. We didn't play with enough consistent edge. We didn't play with enough consistent ball movement, and defensively, the rebounding was a big issue again. And so, they played with more force, and we needed to play with more force.
What did you see just change in the last? That's obviously the thing you knew going in. That was a huge, part of the narrative of the entire playoff series. I think you guys, you were maybe the last of the first quarter. Was it a lot of the towns, and what changed in what they were able to do in the glass, and why you guys lost that?
Well, I got to look at it to give you an exact answer, but our starting group struggled. That's going to make it tough for us. And we're going to have a quick turnaround here. We play in 36 hours or maybe even less now. We play, Sunday afternoon. So this is a gauntlet schedule. This game obviously speaks for itself. Phillies, I don't know what they did tonight. Did they win or lose?
They did not play well.
Okay, well, they're coming in desperate on Sunday, and, we're going to have to be desperate too. We got to fight and claw for everything at this point in the season. These first 10 or 12 games are as tough as anybody's schedule in the league. And so, we got to make it about the collective group, and who we are and what we're trying to stand for.
You mentioned just transgressions on offense, and just degree to which they can switch just with those three wings, with Bridges, Ben, and Obi.
Yeah, but we weren't moving the ball, and it was stuck on one side of the floor too frequently. Our inability to get stops took us out of transition, and bad things at one end fed into bad things at the other, consistently. And so, it's a game of very small margins to begin with, and we just weren't good enough after the first quarter.
Stuff with Tyrese was affecting him at all? Just shots not going in?
I thought Tyrese did a very good job of keeping his emotions in check and just continuing to try to play. Sometimes you have nights like that in the NBA. And so, look, he's fourth or fifth year player. Nights like this are going to happen to the best players in the world. And you know what? We all got to take our medicine from this tonight, and come back on Sunday and do better.
Just translate to our defense. Maybe we weren't getting the ball moving as much or getting deep into the paint and multiple actions and connecting together. So I think that may have led to easier transition looks for them, as well as a drop-off in intensity for us.
What, as far as what they do on defense, obviously they've got added McCown, they've got all those wings. Obviously they didn't have OG for a lot of that series last year. Just how much more difficult is this to deal with what they have in terms of how they can switch and the length they can bring?
I think it's about us. I think we can score on anybody. I don't care who's out there.
What do you see change on the glass? That's one thing that you guys have done well towards the end of that series. Basically, you started off pretty good out of it as well tonight. What changed
last
after
year
the first?
In the playoffs? Out of 7 games, every team that won the rebounding battle won the game. So just got to be focused on it and make it a priority.
The ball's not going in for you quite yet this season. Does everything feel all right?
Yeah, I'm straight, man. I was just making no shots. It'll come.
What do you think they did collectively to take you guys out of rhythm offensively? Obviously, they have a lot of length, they have a lot of size. Just what do you think they did just to get you guys going south basically in the second?
Yeah, they're a good team. They defend well. We didn't make no shots, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's hard to win a game. You shoot 10% from 3. We ain't made shots for the first 2 games. They'll start to fall, so I ain't tripping. We good.
I guess it would just get a lot harder when they can throw that kind of size.
Well, they're a good defensive team. They got a lot of guys who can stay in front of the ball. I don't know how many threes we shot today. Out of the 20-some threes we shot today, I felt like majority of them were good looks. So I don't want to take away from anything they're doing. Respect to them. And like I said, it's a really good team, and they're going to be good in our conference and in our league. But we missed a shot, so we'll be all right.
Do you feel like that's Rick kind of said he felt like some of the things that went wrong on offense translated on defense? Did you kind of feel the same way that when shots weren't going in?
Well, yeah.
That causes transition.
Yeah, I mean, I think last year if we have a game where we shoot like that, we probably lose by like 50, and they probably get 150. To be honest with you, we shot that bad, and I didn't think we were that poor defensively. Like we just missed a ton of shots. You know what I mean? It starts with me. So again, I ain't tripping. Like the great thing about it is tomorrow we don't play. I'm gonna get in the gym and I'm gonna shoot, and we're all gonna shoot, and we're gonna be ready to go on Sunday. So it's all part of it.
There was another issue on the glass. You guys were doing pretty good after that, after the first quarter. I think they pretty much took over after that. So what did you see change in terms of what you're talking about? Obviously, they got Carl.
Yeah. I just think we might have let our offense bleed in our defense a little bit, and that's part of a young team. And honestly, like we're not making shots, so not in the right positions defensively, and messing up there because probably too worried about offense. And again, that probably starts with me, honestly. And I got to be better, and I'll be better. So it's all. At the end of the day, it's a bad game and a loss. We move on.
You mentioned, obviously, didn't just make shots today, that's fine, but with the difficulty across the East, now every day is going to be tough. Obviously, you got Philly on Sunday. Like, is it important to keep things as level-headed as possible?
Yeah, ain't nothing. Game 2, we 1-1. So, should we 500? I mean, there's a lot of good teams that ain't won a game yet. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we got an off day tomorrow. I'm going to go in the gym. And the great thing is I'm going to get a lot of shots tomorrow, and I'm going to get a lot of shots on Sunday, and be ready to go on Sunday. So it depends. It's all on your viewpoint, but again, this ain't panic mode at all. We're 1-1. We're going to move on. We're going to move on.
When you say you got to be better, I mean, obviously, did you feel like you played a good game besides the shots?
I just was bad, bro. Like, it happens. I got to be better defensively. I feel like I was already in my shifts, but again, just rebound the ball better, take care of the ball better, just keeping us in a rhythm offensively. Like, I got to go back and watch the film, but again, it's a matter of in 2 games our offensive process is wrong or are we missing shots? Well, my view right now will tell you we're missing shots, but that's probably an immature way to view it. I know we got to be better, and there's probably better ways to approach what we're doing offensively. The ball might be sticking in my hands and some other guys' hands a little bit too much, but like I said, we're going to be fine. Like, we just got to make some shots.
Rick said before the game this was going to feel as close as you can feel to a sort of Game 7. After what happened last year when you come in here in Game 7, the way you played killed them. Did you feel like they had a little extra juice for you a little bit?
No, I wouldn't say that, man. We just missed shots. Like, listen, the last time we were in this building, collectively, we probably played the best game of the season. And today will be the worst game of the season for us. So it's the balance of life, man. We'll be all right, and we'll move on to Game 3.
How are they a different challenge, though? How are they a different challenge from what you saw in May because of what they added and what they lost? What makes them, like, how, adding the size they got in the middle, adding a guy like Kyle, obviously losing a guy like Dante, just how are they different? How do you
I mean, they presented a good challenge. They got a lot of weapons offensively. Defensively, they're long. They can switch. They're a good team. And we'll play them again later in the season, and we'll see them again. So again, kudos to them. They had a hell of a game. So we just got to be better.